Hey, this is Kurt Angle, and I want to give a shout out to the best podcast in the business, Nightcap Recap. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Nightcap Recap here. 2-for-1 special. Get it up. Specialty media, full press media as well. Jim Biringer, Teddy Repantis. I hope you guys liked the last episode. We just went around the sports world, but we're back. We're diving in. Wrestling is the thing. This is what it got us started. Got to welcome back my man Teddy. What's up?
Jimmy B, I gave you the birthday shout out in the last one. I'll give it to you here. We have to celebrate the man turning 40. And you know what happens after WrestleMania? It's Backlash.
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 At Backlash. But before we get to Backlash, shout out Jeremy, by the way, our boy.
Yes.
Going to Backlash.
We got to shout out our boy Jeremy. He was on the show previewing and post-gaming Mania with us because he was there. Rock and Roll Channel. Appreciate all the love. He's going to be back on here at some point. Big shout out to him being at Backlash.
But before we get into that, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I have no filter and I don't care. TKO is greedy. TKO sucks. TKO is ruining WWE. And the worst thing that ever happened was Vince selling it to this Endeavor thing. Because they don't care about, they think this is the NFL. They think you can renegotiate guaranteed contracts and make people take less money. Now we're going to cut. Now, look, we all know the WrestleMania cuts happen every year. It happened under Vince. If Vince wasn't using talent, he moved them out. We all get that. This feels different. It feels very, very different because we're touting profits. We're not getting, the message isn't coming through to these guys. They don't get it. You're not wrestling people. You don't understand the business. You think you could just throw your hands into a WrestleMania main event, and the guys that you think were good for this all bowed out because they know it's not their place. Stop trying to mess up what was really good because you were beating the competition at one point.
Jimmy, the writing was on the wall. I think his name is Mark Shapiro. And he was speaking at some shareholders meeting about a month ago or some odd weeks ago. And when he said something along the lines of, I'm paraphrasing here, that the fans will come, the diehards are going to stick it out no matter what. It doesn't matter who's there or what's there. They're always going to buy a ticket, blah, blah. That tells me that they're just going to fire people and they don't care about who it is or what it is. They believe that the diehards and the fans will just do whatever it is and we'll stay with the product. Look,
I would go look at UFC and see how that worked.
And clearly, like, it's like you said, it's felt different because this has more of a corporate greed type of feel to it. Soulless was a adjective being used to have how this is going. Like, look, cuts are always made, but you're telling guys to take 50% pay cuts. And then just so you can show a profit at the end of the quarter. I mean, that's gutless in my opinion. That is not the way to go do business.
How much money from Saudi? $55 million. You just got a new TV deal. You got all this revenue coming in.
All the sponsors, all the revenue, all the merch that's being sold. And it's just so you could fill your pockets and show that you made a profit because you put so much money into buying this. It's just a bad look because guys that are kind of there in the upper mid card, that these are the guys that are going to be like, oh, like we heard the New Day did not.
Well, they didn't want to take a pay cut on good.
Yeah, they stuck to their guns.
Kofi posted on social media, he's like, you got to believe in your self-worth, and we weren't taking a pay cut.
Yeah, they clearly, like, good for them for doing that because at this point it seems like wrestlers should maybe not union up like Jesse Ventura wanted to do, but.
It's getting close to that point.
It's getting close to the point where these guys are going to be like, hey, we're going on strike here. You're telling us to take 50% salary cuts all because you want to show a profit at the end of the quarter. Meanwhile, you're making so much money on the back end. It's not a good look. Look, we know the top guys are not going to be the guys that are asked to be and taking the pay cuts.
Cody,
the guys that move, Rollins, guys who are moving the needle are not being asked to take pay cuts. Supposedly there's somebody that agreed to the 50%, maybe because they think they're not going to be able to get a job with AEW or this is it for them. Who knows who it is or if that's true or not. But it's just a bad look. And I knew from when Shapiro made those comments saying like, hey, we're using AI for storylines, which might not even be true, but he's just throwing bullshit out there saying that, hey, like, our fans are going to follow no matter what we do. Famous last words, my man, because you're just going to have, eventually it's going to get saturated to the point of we can't put up with the crap they're giving us anymore.
Dude, it's getting to the point of the Vince days again. The end of it. Like, we were on here when we first came on here. How many times did we say product's not good?
Vince is pushing people away.
Pushing people away. AEW's on the rise. AEW's on the rise. You have NWA.
Yeah.
You have all these local indie shows. Like TNA was, what it was. Now you have Maple Leaf Sports Wrestling. You have all these different little syndicates. Like now this is where you wish that like Ring of Honor was a little bit bigger of a presence.
TNA.
Like TNA was out, didn't have a partnership with WWE anymore. Like,
right.
It just felt like, okay.
There is going to be a vacuum here. Like, I feel like the independents are going to get a surge here. The independent scene are going to do, like, we're going to go back to the days of if all this talent's being released and they're not going to be on the other national shows. I think the independent scene is going to flourish once again, which is great because we do need the independents to be good. We shout out our boy Poppy all the time.
Poppy's World, baby. That's it.
ISPW. We need the independent scene to be something that fans are going to watch to help, eventually these guys get called up to the main rosters, but and there needs to be something else besides NXT, WWE.
But NXT, what is it NXT anymore?
It's not. It's really not.
It's garbage. It really is garbage.
It's short. Look, some of the talent they've been calling up. Sean's been doing a good job. Shout out to All Ego Ethan Page.
Don't get me wrong.
Trick Williams, Siobhan Evans.
JC Jane came up and
Sol Ruka.
What's the name of their group?
Oh, Fatal Influence came up and they got major heat, which was great.
So, to me, that's important.
I agree.
Sean's doing good with what he can do, but it feels like every time there's cuts, he's losing guys for a television show.
They're going to have, eventually he's going to have to just be using a lot of young talent because they keep taking him. They keep taking his talent.
And he's developing guys, but this was different when NXT was just on the network and it was a 1 hour show and you had guys coming.
Exactly. But look, the recent call-ups have been money. Like Obafemi is a draw. What they did with them on Raw was great. Trick Williams,
I like that.
Evans.
By the way, I like that Obafemi Open Challenge.
I agree, and they did. That reminded me of look, this is Goldberg and Lesnar when they started. Just power matchup, showing that he could do other things besides quick squash matches. So I enjoyed that.
It.
Yeah, but TKO
we gotta talk
overall
about
agreed.
These cuts though. It's like Kyrie was in the middle of a storyline. There's rumor that she could be back, but New Day,
Aleister Black and
Zelina Vega. They just were given new characters.
The entire Wyatt Six are gone. Half of the MFTs are gone. It's just Solo, Tamatonga, and Talatonga are left. So two of the guys that we know they were jobbers.
And there's
they weren't that
reports
great.
that Tamatonga may be gone.
Which is terrible because he's in the middle of getting a push too. So basically, whoever's not being used or pushing merch is being let go.
We know the famous last words of Nick Khan was, we don't keep people around if we're not going to use them.
Right. Famous last words. Look, you only have so many segments on the show, right? But this is why there needs to be more house shows so these guys can wrestle. But
I
TKO
get it,
is ruthless.
I get it. The financial burden on the wrestler traveling to these house shows because WWE. If
you're not using them, okay, but give them a chance.
But they don't even get they have to pay for everything.
Right.
You're a $1 billion publicly traded company. You can't hook these guys up.
That's what I don't understand. They have to pay for their own travel, their own way. TKO clearly showing that they're all they're about is the bottom dollar. They truly believe. Which look to a point, wrestling fans will watch always. We can admit that, but there was a point I stopped watching WWE. Me too.
I stopped. I went to TNA with AJ Styles and all those guys. I
Same
did.
Here. There was a time I stopped. We all stopped. Look, there were so many years where it was unwatchable that we just watched it out of habit. It wasn't even that good. So
you just had it on.
You just had it on in the background. So I don't want it to get to that point. Look, I will say that the Raw, not the night after Mania, the one they had the week after Mania, the night after Raw, that was a good Raw and things were headed to a good direction. So if we get good stories, okay.
I'm just like I said it with
It's a shame that these guys get cut, though.
It is because you have a lot of talent, especially Alistair Black and Zelina Vega, who
Yeah.
were moving in the right direction with this new character.
And they were supposed to be used for that Randy Orton storyline with Cody when they decided to go with McAfee. So
that would have been interesting to see.
I hate that we're gonna we're gonna pay money to bring these celebrities in, but we can't keep some of this mid card talent to supplement your roster. It's a shame. Again, look, they're releasing people that they're not using, but nobody was really given a chance. So
no, and the creative has been crapped.
Yeah. Creative was better on Raw. SmackDown's still been like subpar, not that great. But this just has a different feel with these cuts. Like it's just clearly an ownership group that believes their fan base will follow no matter what, and will just cut talent at a whim because they're ruthless.
Right, and like it feels like Johnny Gargano we know Johnny Gargano and
Candace, they'll be gone eventually.
Well, they said they're not going to renew their contracts. They personally have said that.
This is what's going to happen now. You're going to get talent.
And you just literally less than a year, you brought in the Motor City Machine Guns, and what did you do with them?
Nothing. They're gone.
Nothing.
And they're gone too. And that's what the shame is. It's like you're going to get talent here that is going to see the writing on the wall, and although it's their dream to be with WWE, they're going to see, hey, look, we're going to get cut anyway. We don't want to take the pay cut. We don't think we deserve the pay cut. They're just going to leave, and they're going to go somewhere else, and Tony Khan will pay them big money. So,
I feel like Zoe Stark will make a run in AEW or ROH. That's a good spot for it.
Look, this is great if Tony Khan is smart, he will get this talent, let them get on the microphone, say their piece. Let's build back AEW.
Maybe cut like an X-Pac promo, Raw 98.
Yeah, look, AEW's already got the momentum coming back this year, so we need more of that.
How about, did you see the thing with Indy Hartwell and Dexter Lumis?
No. Oh, did she say something about him getting cut?
No, they did a little vignette on social media together.
No, I need to see that.
Where he shaved his head, she cut everything off, he trimmed his beard, and he's back to Dexter Lumis.
I got to see this. I did not see this. Is on her social media and his social media?
Yeah.
I'll check it out. That's awesome.
It's sick.
I mean, that's the way to do this. Get the people talking, man.
Index return, baby. Let's go.
Index, one of the best storylines.
So, I mean, it's cool that they keep their relationships, but it's just complete corporate greed. It's not family owned anymore. Storylines stink. Don't get me wrong. Jacob and Roman are going to have a great match. But you're telling me a WrestleMania type match, Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins, couldn't be saved for SummerSlam?
Yeah, they're going to that right away, I think, because we were supposed to get it at Mania, so they're trying to look, Braun Breaker, this guy's going to be a babyface. And
you're telling me Asuka and Io couldn't be on WrestleMania?
Yeah. Well, these are clearly hey, sorry we couldn't put you on Mania. We're going to put you on Backlash. We're going to get you here. But look, they've been building everything pretty good. Vignettes, promos, Sami Zayn and Trick. That's gotten better as it's gone on.
R.I.P. to the Gingerbread Man.
R.I.P. to the Gingerbread Man. Love it. So I'm loving that. And look, Obafemi event and Roman is going to be the biggest thing they have. They got to save that for a big money pay-per-view. That's going to be awesome. So other than that, I mean, look, I just hope that they continue to push some good stories. Joe Hendry's now been called up. That's good to see. Him and Logan Paul are feuding.
Now, I gotta say this, and this may sound like our girl Kate when she goes out there, but I've been thinking about this.
Yeah.
This is where the tone deaf comes in. We're really doing a song about firing a guy when you just released all his talent. Come on. Come on.
Tone deaf is correct. I agree with that.
Come on.
It's an entertaining song, though. I love it. I thought it was
entertaining. Don't get me wrong, but it's complete tone deaf.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with that. I agree. It is tone deaf. Yes.
A complete tone deaf. I mean, it's just TKO is just ugh.
Yeah, you got Gunther over on SmackDown now going after Cody,
which I like. I like
that too.
Even though Gunther and Roman was supposed to be the program, but we got to run back the bloodline. Oh, by the way, Yeah, you're going to be here for the summer, pal. Not even advertised for June or Saudi. Okay, it's cool.
We got to see what's up with that. Supposedly, they're saying it was a clerical error, or supposedly there's a power struggle here with some of these Samoans getting fired and Roman not liking this, not wanting to take the pay cut. I don't know how true that is. Jeremy's
I don't
telling
know.
us
It seems to have been denied that he wants to take a pay. He was asked to take a pay
Jeremy
cut.
said it was debunked. I could see how that would be like false news.
Dave Meltzer, who gets crapped on a lot, said no truth to that.
Okay, so that's good. That's good then. That's good. I'm glad there's no truth to that because that would be bad.
Bro, Punk should have the belt. I'm just saying.
I want to see where CM Punk goes next because he cut a good promo the week prior. So I really want to see what's next for him and if he finds his way into another title match somewhere. I would love to see that.
What do we think about Backlash card?
I think it's going to be a good card. Look, I think Roman and Jacob. Roman, to me, just sold that main event even more on SmackDown. He got serious. He was in Jacob's face. It felt real. That's what this needed. It was
and then they got the contract signing on Monday. Before that, Jacob used the
Tongan death grip.
That was great.
Look, and again, I still said pay attention to what's going on. Now that the rest of the Samoans are gone, I don't know, but Solo and the Usos are involved. Like, what's going to happen here? Like, is Solo going to cost Jacob because Solo's got issues? The Usos are with Roman. Are they going to cost Jacob? Like, what's happening here? Is Jacob going to lose and have to bend the knee to Roman and then we're reforming the bloodline? Just pay attention. It's been going on underneath the surface for a while there. So something's going down there. What else do we have going on at Backlash? I'm looking at the matches here. Io and Asuka are going to steal the show.
Steal the show. That's a show stealer.
Yeah, and look, Danhausen now. Who's his mystery partner going to be? They said somebody who likes money. Is Ted DiBiase Jr. coming back?
I would love that. That would be great.
Yeah. It's a small...
dude. No.
Who do we got?
Fantasy book. This is straight up. I don't think this would ever happen. This would be straight up fantasy book. Yo, Shane McMahon.
Oh my God! I mean, look, if they're saying here, Shane McMahon against The Miz makes sense actually.
Right?
Yeah, because they got a long-standing history going back. So that would be hilarious.
I'm just trying to be like.
Because imagine that, like Danhausen comes out, you just hear, "Here comes the money," and Shane obviously pays.
The place would absolutely erupt.
Shane pays off. Danhausen, perfect, man. I mean, like, boom, it's all set up. But I like this small card again of Backlash because every match is going to get room to breathe. Trick Williams is giving me 1998 Rock vibes with some of the stuff he's saying. I'm loving it. He's a pure babyface now.
So he acts like a heel.
He acts like a heel. Like, that's 98 Rock, right? Getting babyface cheers, but trying to be a heel. So I think...
Yeah, well, they had to do that because in 97, he was a full-on babyface and they hated him.
Exactly. So I'm getting the vibes with that. So I think Backlash should be pretty good overall. I'm very just curious what they do with Roman and Jacob. But yeah, I mean, look, we're building up to SummerSlam next, right? And we're gonna get Money in the Bank. And there's gonna be another one. So I think WWE just continue to put out the good Monday Night Raws, the good weekly shows. Give us something to look forward to, and we'll understand it. But it's a shame that some of this
celebrities, no more BS.
That's going to continue, though, unfortunately, I think.
Stink. Yeah, give me good shows. Give me entertainment.
Hey, Ricky Saints, another guy that got called up. Saints,
wait, by the way, I forgot to mention this. This was in our text chain. Debuts on SmackDown, fights Cody Rhodes right away. Cody Rhodes didn't shout out AEW, but mentioned the AEW past. What was I used the line. He's like, "What happened the last time you stepped up to me?"
Exactly. So I'm glad that he said that. That's really cool that he did. Talked about the history. So, like we always say now, they're allowing them to touch on the history here, and I thought that was a good debut. I think Saints and Page, like Ethan Page, I'm already like on board with him being the next Intercontinental champ. I think it's going to be awesome. He's going to be
a smart move.
He'll be an asset to Monday Night Raw. So these are Cody's guys here now getting an opportunity, and I want to see how they do. So I'm looking forward to that.
Look, I think if Roman's going to pull the card with his boys, I think Cody should start pulling the card with his guys.
That's what's happening, right? Roman's got his boys. Cody's got his boys. Why not? Why not?
I'm just saying, like Paige. You're telling me Paige, Ricky Saints, guys like that don't deserve title shots?
They absolutely do. Absolutely do. 100%. Becky Lynch making Sol Ruca look like $1 million as per usual.
Even after the botch?
After the botch. Unfortunately, that happened because she was killing it that whole segment.
Yeah.
And then she botched the Soul Snatcher. But I'm excited for that, too.
Good edit by WWE on social, though.
I didn't see the edit. I got to go back and look because I watched it live.
Yeah, they edited it to make sure she connected Becky.
That different camera angle or whatever?
Yeah.
Right.
It's a nice edit. Yeah, I mean, they brought up the great talent. Can't wait for Blake Monroe to debut, by the way, on SmackDown.
Another one that's coming, right? Like, it feels like everybody's getting called up now. So.
Yeah, it's gonna. But you just gotta use them. Like, just don't give me a good debut. I want a good, give me a steady run here.
That's what I think. Look, they've Ethan Page, perfect use. Saints, Ricky Saints, we'll see how it's going to be used. Sol Ruca, we'll see how she goes. Like, I think
I don't
JC
want you to have one
great.
great match. I don't want you to have one great match, one great storyline, and we don't know what to do with you.
Yeah, like JC Jane and that crew, they already integrated, right? They're already going after Charlotte, Alexa, and the rest of them. So it seems like that things have a direction, which is a good thing. It seems like whatever TKO influence creatively, like Triple H, 3-year extension. We talk. I don't know if we talked about that.
I don't think we talked about it. Like,
he's there.
Everybody was like, "Oh, he's going to be fired" and all this stuff. He got the extension. No, he's fine.
He's fine. He's sticking around for a little bit.
Unless they really don't like him, he ain't going no place.
Yeah, it's just we hate that the ownership group are clearly people that don't care about the wrestling fans with the ticket prices and the lack of.
It's going to catch up with them.
Yeah,
it will.
When you alienate and you don't put forward that you're a family friendly company, it's going to catch up to you. I think that's what's going to happen.
100%, guys. Hope you enjoyed our wrestling talk here on the Nightcap Recap. This has been Jim Biringer, Teddy Repantis, guys. Peace out.
Peace.